Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
John, I got you.
John, do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don. Mega and off-scene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. How short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out. Done. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
Hi, am I on the air?
I'm back. What is going down, everybody? Welcome to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? We are on the air. We are live. We're broadcasting live here from the Red Dragons Radio Studios here in Tucson, Arizona. This is Am I on the Air? I am your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. It is Season 18, Episode 13, and tonight's show is titled, We're in the Endgame Now. That's right, we're in the Endgame. We are all living in a world that is Marvel. That's right, it's Marvel's world. We're just a piece of it. The number one movie in the entire universe is Avengers Endgame. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk non-spoilers, so don't you freak out. Going to do a non-spoiler review of Avengers Endgame, as hard as it may be. And of course, talk all the amazing box office records that it's breaking. And what you're always here for, and that's getting caught up with the latest and greatest in the world of entertainment news, television, movies, the whole nine. We have not done a show in 2 weeks. I did an episode 2 weeks ago talking about Hellboy. And I told you on that episode I was going out of town for work. Well, I was out of town all week. Came back, was super busy trying to get caught up with a lot of personal things, and I didn't go to the movies last weekend, or that weekend, I should say. So there was nothing new to review, so I said, you know what? We're going to skip a week. We're not going to do an episode. We're going to come back. We're going to watch Endgame, and then we're going to do a big Am I on the Air to wrap up April. It is April 29th. It is a Monday, and yeah, we're going to wrap up April the best way we know how, and that's getting you caught up in all the latest and greatest in the world of entertainment news. So let's start there. Let's start. You ready? Non-spoiler review. Once again, don't worry. Hashtag don't spoil the Endgame. If you haven't seen it yet, I don't want to ruin it for you. But yes, Avengers Endgame came out. It is breaking every record possible. It broke the Thursday night preview record. It broke a Friday record. It broke a Saturday record. It broke the weekend record domestically. It broke the worldwide record. It broke the China record. It broke every record it's come in contact with. In just 3 days, the movie has made $1.2 billion at the box office. How is that even possible? In America alone, it opened to $350 million. Unheard of. The previous record holder was Avengers Infinity War, which made $257. And everybody said, there's really no way to make more money than that. $257 is going to be a record that will hold for years. And a year later, it got demolished by almost $100 million as Endgame makes $350. So it is killing it all the way across the board. I've seen it twice already, and boy is this movie fantastic. It's going to be very hard to talk about because it is non-spoiler. But this is the culmination of a 22-film arc called the Infinity Saga. It started in 2008 with Iron Man, and 22 movies later ends with Endgame. Of course, Endgame is a continuation of Infinity War that came out last year as Thanos snapped away half the universe and we're trying to, our heroes are trying to figure out, how can we bring everybody back? Is it a possibility? Can we do it? And the journey goes on, man. 3 hours long this movie is, and both times I watched it, it never felt even remotely close to 3 hours. The movie flies by so fast, I can't even wrap my head around. Every time it gets to the last half hour of the movie, I'm like, how are we here already? Like, it does not feel like we're even close to 3 hours. They did it. They truly, truly did it, and it's a remarkable feat. Everybody in this cast is phenomenal. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner, Mark Ruffalo, Karen Gillan, Josh Brolin as Thanos again. It's just, Brie Larson coming back as Captain Marvel. Everybody kills it in this movie. The investment that these people have in these characters is so awesome. The final Stan Lee cameo ever is in this movie. This movie pays off in so many ways. It's just so incredible, man. I laughed, I cried, I laughed and I cried and I laughed multiple times. I can't wait to see it again. This movie is a damn near masterpiece. 5 out of 5 stars. I'm not hanging around here to stretch this out any further. Like I said, it's spoiler-free review, so there's not much else I can say. That's it. It's an amazing movie. It's 5 stars. Most of you have seen it already because it made $1.2 billion in 3 days. So I'm sure you've probably seen it, especially if you're listening to the show. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Go out and watch this movie as quickly as possible. And of course, if you can see it in IMAX, see it in IMAX, because that is where it belongs. Up on the big screen in the IMAX format. It is beautiful. So yes, 5 out of 5 stars. My hat is off to the Russo brothers, who have directed something that did not seem like it could be done. They did an amazing job, and I thank them for what they have brought to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Where do we go from here? I don't know. I will tell you this, there's no end credits. I shouldn't say end credits, but a end credit scene, post-credits that people always wait for, the little snip add-on. It's not in this movie. This movie wraps a story up. The Infinity Saga, 22 films, it wraps it up. And it puts a very nice bow on it to now see where does the Marvel Universe go from here. So, so you don't have to worry about staying for the end credits because you're not going to see nothing. So, that's it, my friends. That's Avengers Endgame. All I can say is 5 out of 5 stars. Go watch this movie as quickly as possible. All right. Now, I am hoping, we've been working with my boys Peeps and Friggins. We're trying to put something together to do an Am I Still on the Air? And do, of course, the Avengers Endgame spoiler review. We are working on that, so you might see that pop up later this week. Keep an eye out for it. But until then, we will keep it hush. And if you want to talk spoilers, that's the podcast you're going to want to listen to. So keep an eye out here for that. Now, with that out the way, we got 2 weeks worth of entertainment news to get through. So snap on in and let's do it, baby. Here we go. Okay, so we have Jennifer Lawrence's next movie will be directed by director Lila Najibauer. I don't know anything about her, but she is a Broadway director, actually, and it will be her directorial debut. An Oklahoma series is in the works from John Lee Hancock and Becca Brunstetter. Joe McHale has joined Psych, the movie too, and Jimmy Simpson will return as well. So pretty cool. I know a lot of people are really stoked on Psych doing another TV movie. The Minecraft movie, this is something we've been hearing for years that is coming. It was supposed to come out like last year, then it got pushed back, then it got pushed back again. This movie will not hit theaters until 2022. Oh my God, no one's going to give a shit about Minecraft in 2022, but yay, that's when the movie will finally hit. The Disney Channel has renewed Big Hero 6, the TV series, for a 3rd season. Amazon's Underground Railroad series is getting ready to get up and running with Barry Jenkins at the helm, and they're starting to put the casting together for that. Daphne Rubin Vega, Stephanie Beatrice, and Dasha Polens have joined the new upcoming movie In the Heights with Lin-Manuel Miranda. Alex Landy is set to recur in Netflix's Insatiable Season 2. Sam Raimi is going to be producing Destination Wedding Horror Picture for Screen Gems. PlayStation 5, we got some new details that have finally started to come out about Sony's next generation console. So check out that article if you'd like to know more about the PS5. We have everything coming and going to Hulu in May. Some news on the new Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 game, The Black Order, which is going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch, which makes me very angry because I love Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I played 1 and 2 on the PS2? Either PS2 or PS3. I love those games, and I'm very sad that they're only doing it for the Switch. I don't know why. I want it on the PS4. A Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting is in development over at Netflix. We have a first look at Chucky from the Child's Play remake. Why showrunners Michael Green and Ada Crowell have parted ways of FX. That's right. Why the Last Man was a show they're putting together. The pilot got picked up. They're moving forward, but now the showrunners have left over the loved creative differences. So, why can't we all just get along? John Watts is in talks to direct Methuselah, starring Michael B. Jordan. We have the final trailer for Dark Phoenix, which I think actually looks really, really good. I'm looking more and more forward to this movie. Everything I see for it. South Korean actor Ma Dong-seok has joined Marvel's The Eternals, so we're still moving forward with The Eternals. We have your first look at Swamp Thing, that's right. The first teaser trailer has hit, and it looks really damn good, so check it out. John Cena! John Cena is in talks for The Suicide Squad. That's right, he is in negotiations with James Gunn and Warner Brothers for The Suicide Squad. Who he'll play, we do not know, but very cool there. Pablo Schreiber is set to play Master Chief in Showtime's upcoming Halo series. I really like Pablo Schreiber. He's awesome. He was great in Den of Thieves. He's really good in American Gods. I love when this dude pops up and stuff. So him being Master Chief in the Halo show, let's do it. That's pretty cool. Mike Myers is set to star in a new comedy series over on Netflix. The Star Trek Captain Picard series has officially begun filming, so they're putting some casting together for that. Gretel and Hansel is getting a release date for 2020, that's right. It'll star Sophia Lillis from It Chapter 1. Netflix's Green Eggs and Ham is set to premiere later this year. There's a report going around about Swamp Thing as well, that production has officially shut down early in North Carolina. That the show was supposed to be 13 episodes. They've only filmed 10. So now they've decided that they're just going to go with the 10 and figure out the rest. So there seems to be some friction on set between either Warner Brothers or through the executives at DC Universe. Something's going on, and they decided to pull the plug early. So it looks like Swamp Thing, when it debuts next month in May, will just be 10 episodes. So we'll keep you posted on what's going on there with Swamp Thing. HBO's Los Espookies series is getting a premiere date set for June. Netflix has also announced that The Crown Season 3 and The Witcher will premiere later this year. So very awesome. We weren't sure, especially The Witcher with Henry Cavill. I thought it would come out next year. So good to see it will be out later this year. An adaptation of R.L. Stine's Fear Street has landed Gillian Jacobs to the cast. She's awesome. I love everything she does. So great addition there. Brave New World is being adapted to a television series, and they have just brought on Han Solo star Alden Ehrenreich to the cast. So very cool there. Bumblebee director Travis Knight is going to be taking on the directing duties for the $6 Billion Man. This is a movie they've been trying to do for many, many years. It was going to be with Mark Wahlberg. It still looks like it's going to be with Mark Wahlberg, but the last director dropped out a couple months ago, so now Travis Knight will take it on. I think Travis Knight's a great addition. He's a really great director, so I'd love to see what he does with $6 Billion Man. Stephen King novel Sleeping Beauties is in development over at AMC. Vera Farmiga and Alexander Daddario are set to star in a new movie called We Have Always Lived in the Castle. The Rise of Skywalker may not be the last time we see certain characters in the Star Wars universe, so we will see. We have the new Not Safe for Work trailer for Amazon's The Boys. I cannot wait for The Boys. I think this movie is going to be so incredible. Now I shouldn't say movie, TV show. The Boys looks so batshit crazy, and I am so on board. So let's do this. Of course, in that new Mike Myers Netflix show that he's doing, he's going to play, guess what? Multiple characters, because that's what Mike Myers loves to do. So multiple characters there. Let's see here. John Cusack is joining the cast of Gillian Flynn's new Amazon series Utopia. J.J. Abrams says that there's more to the story of Ray's parents in episode 9. Wesley Snipes is going to return to his villainous ways with a new movie called Payline, which will be a new heist thriller. Let's see here. We have a pretty cool article up with a producer for the Marvel Cinematic Universe talking about the past and future of the MCU. So pretty interesting read there. The TV show Rel has been canceled over on Fox. So sorry, J.V. Lewis. I know he wouldn't give up on it. He wouldn't give up on it. But unfortunately, you'd being the only one that watches the show wasn't enough to keep it afloat. So Rel has been canceled. No season 2 there. And something else canceled that really bums me out is The Gifted. That's right. Fox's X-Men Universe TV show, The Gifted, has been canceled after 2 seasons. Really bums me out. That was a great, great show. Over on SNL, Emma Thompson and Paul Rudd are set to be the final host for season 44, which is going to be awesome. The Boys in the Band is coming to Netflix. That's right, from producer Ryan Murphy. The entire Broadway cast of all gay actors is set to return for the Netflix version of it, which is pretty damn awesome. So love that they're adapting that straight off the Broadway run. Bridesmaids duo Kristen Wiig and Annie Momolo are set to reunite for a new comedy film that's going to be called Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. Hey man, if it's got anything to do with Bridesmaids, the same team from Bridesmaids, I'm on board because Bridesmaids is classic. We have the brand new extended second trailer for Hobbs and Shaw, the new Fast and Furious Presents film with The Rock and Jason Statham. Oh my god, this trailer is fan-frickin-tastic. It is so damn good. Watch this trailer, man. It is incredible. And this is a full extended one, so it's different than what you would see in theaters. It's about 3.5 minutes long, and it is badass. Let's see here. Swamp Thing will hit the DC Universe on May 31st. Jimmy Kimmel is set to recreate 2 classic sitcoms for a new primetime special. That's right, he'll be doing All in the Family and The Jeffersons. So where that goes after the primetime special, I don't know. But pretty interesting to see what he's putting together. Clint Eastwood is once again in talks to direct The Ballad of Richard Jewell. Rest Stop, Stephen King's short story, is coming to the big screen. I think right now they're on a kick where anything Stephen King has even remotely touched, they're like, let's adapt this right now and make something out of it. Why not? Joel Egerton is heading to Barry Jenkins' new Underground Railroad show. Fox has decided to renew Last Man Standing for season 8. The Hitman's Bodyguard sequel is officially wrapped production. Letitia Wright, who you know from Black Panther, she played his sister. She has just joined the Death on the Nile adaptation that'll be directed by Kenneth Branagh. and is the sequel to Murder on the Orient Express. Fox's Mouse Guard film has been halted by Disney. That's right. Sorry, Friggins. My boy Friggins is like the biggest fan of this stupid little mouse movie, and he was so excited for it. And then now that Fox got bought out by Disney, Disney is like, no, we're not making some stupid little mouse movie. We're going to put the kibosh on this one. And they did. And then now we, they're going to try to shop this around to other studios at this point. So it was going to start filming in a couple weeks, and then now it's been halted. But hey, it's up for sale to other studios, so we'll see if somebody else decides to pick it up. So keep your fingers crossed, friggins. You never know what's going to happen. A new family film called Dakota has just casted Megan Fox and her husband Brian Austin Green to star in the new movie. David Thewlis is taking the lead in National Geographic's new show Barskins. West Side Story has added over 40 performers for its Sharks and Jets chorus. Olivia Munn is joining the new romantic comedy called Love, Wedding, Repeat. John Hugenacker is joining Castle Rock Season 2. Jon Favreau assures fans that the new Lion King is not a shot-for-shot remake. He says, please don't worry about that. Tessa Thompson says Taika Waititi-directed Thor 4 has been pitched to Marvel, so who knows? Maybe we'll get that direct sequel to Ragnarok with Valkyrie and everybody returning. That would be pretty cool. So good to see that it has been discussed. We got some new images from Spider-Man Far From Home, so check that out. Natalie Morales has exited NBC's Access and Access Live after 3 years. ABC has tapped Woody Harrelson and Jamie Foxx to star in the new episodes of All in the Family and Jeffersons that Jimmy Kimmel is putting together that we talked about earlier. Let's see here. We have the first trailer for Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston's new Netflix movie, Murder Mystery. I think it looks pretty good. It was a good trailer, and I like Aniston and Sandler together. I thought Just Go With It was a real good movie with these two. So I'm looking forward to seeing something with them again. Will be coming out in the next couple months on Netflix. We have your first look at the trailer for When They See Us, which is Ava DuVernay's Central Park 5 series that's coming to Netflix as well. Also looks pretty damn outstanding. Let's see here. Alex Kurtzman says Star Trek Discovery's Bold New Future talks about the Bold New Future for Season 3 on Star Trek Discovery, so check that out. Jai Courtney says he's positively stoked to reprise his role as Captain Boomerang in the Suicide Squad. Godzilla vs. Kong has officially wrapped shooting, and it will release on March 13th, 2020. So how cool is that? We got Godzilla King of the Monsters coming out in a couple weeks, and then we got Godzilla and Kong next year. It's going to be pretty awesome. Netflix is experimenting with a new shuffle option for watching series. That's right. They're saying, they'll have it to where when you're done watching something, it might just throw on a random episode of some other show and see if it catches your attention. So a new shuffle mode. We'll see how that turns out. Dynasty has revealed the Alexis recast twist. I'll let you check that out. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who watches Dynasty. Colin Donnell confirms that he is departing from Chicago Med, and John Cena, not John Cena, you can't see me, but John Cena, or Seda, is also confirmed that he's leaving Chicago PD. Last weekend's box office, the weekend that we didn't do a show, the number one movie was The Curse of La Llorona, which scared up $26.5 million in its opening weekend. We got some first look photos from Sylvester Stallone's Rambo 5, so check that out. Britney Spears' musical Once Upon a One More Time has been acquired by Sony Pictures. Judd Apatow and Pete Davidson's new comedy has just added Marissa Tomei to the cast. Kate Beckinsale is landing a leading role in the new action comedy called Jolt. I Saw a Man with Yellow Eyes has just hired Katherine Heigl and Harry Connick Jr. to the cast. Shazam's Zachary Levi is set to host 2019 MTV Movie and TV Awards. So great casting there, man. Love that. Zach is going to kill it as a host for that. Sarah Gilbert has just been cast in a reoccurring role for Netflix's Atypical Season 3. Laura Donnelly from Outlander is set to lead Joss Whedon's new movie, The Nevers. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not a movie. It will be a new HBO series called The Nevers from Joss Whedon. Let's see here. We also have a first look at Renee Zellweger and her new anthology series coming to Netflix also, called What If? Disney Nature has enlisted Natalie Portman for the new Disney Plus documentary called Dolphin Reef. Hugh Laurie's Avenue 5 has received a series order over on HBO. A new film called Marry Me has been set to star Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson in the new rom-com, so I like that casting. I'll take it. Jake Lacey has joined the Hulu series adaptation of High Fidelity. We have your first look at James McAvoy in It Chapter 2. Game of Thrones star Jerome Flynn is set to star in Amazon's Dark Tower series. Sony's Bad Boys for Life has officially wrapped production, so they are done. We're finally getting Bad Boys 3, and I'm so stoked. We have a really cool article up talking about all the different Easter eggs across all the different Marvel movies, so check that out if you want to get a little inside look there. Ben Affleck is set to star in and direct a new World War II drama called Ghost Army for Universal Pictures. James Wan and Gary Dauberman are going to team up to adapt Stephen King's Salem's Lot. So another Stephen King getting adapted. Leonardo DiCaprio is in talks to star in Guillermo Del Toro's new film, Nightmare Alley. We have the first trailer for Gemini Man with Will Smith, which I think just looks great. This is a new Ang Lee film, and I'm super on board for it. I think it looks really awesome. And I love the de-aging technology that they use in this film. It just looks great. Check out the Gemini Man trailer if you haven't seen that yet. Officially, a lot of people thought that Avengers Endgame was the end of... Well, I guess we've been calling it that, right? The culmination, the end of the 22-film arc called the Infinity Saga. It might still be, but at this point... we also know, Kevin Feige has let us know that Spider-Man Far From Home, which comes out in just a couple months, is actually the last film in Phase 3. So we thought that Spider-Man Far From Home was kicking off Phase 4, but it's not. It's actually ending Phase 3. So take that for what you need, but there you know that Sony's Spider-Man Far From Home is the end of Phase 3 and basically movie 23 in the first 3 phases. And then we don't know what will actually kick off Phase 4 yet, but we're supposed to find out later this summer after Spider-Man debuts. Director Joe Carnahan gives a few updates on his remake of The Raid. He is still planning to do it, so very cool there. I think him redoing The Raid for an American version would be awesome. If you haven't seen the foreign versions of The Raid and The Raid 2, you need to watch those movies. If you're an action fan of any kind, check that out. The Good Fight has been renewed for a 4th season. We got a pretty cool video up of the Avengers Endgame cast singing We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel, which kind of takes you through the whole MCU, which is pretty awesome. The CW has renewed Roswell, All-American, The 100, and In the Dark. They pretty much have renewed everything on their damn network that's going right now, because all the superhero shows have already been renewed. So congratulations to Roswell, All-American, The 100, and In the Dark. We have a new teaser trailer for the new Pennyworth show coming to Epix, which of course is based on Alfred the Butler from the Batman universe. Netflix has also announced Designated Survivor Season 3 coming this summer. Breakout star Lizzo is joining the cast of Hustlers, which is the new Jennifer Lopez movie. So singer-rapper-actor Lizzo has officially joined the cast. Warrior has been officially renewed for Season 2 over on Cinemax. The Star Trek animated series is heading to Nickelodeon, so it is coming. We have everything coming and going to Netflix in May. Avengers Endgame sets the opening day record in China, like we talked about. It eclipsed the previous record, which was Infinity War, by 62.5%. Oh my god. How incredible is that? Chris Pratt is thrilled to have James Gunn back as director for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is going to be awesome. Sorry, I skipped right over the amount that it made in China. It made $100 million in China alone. Insane. Check out the trailer for Catch 22, which is the new George Clooney produced show coming to Hulu, which actually looks pretty damn good. Like we said, the Swamp Thing trailer, the new Child's Play trailer, which looks awesome. The Ugly Dolls final trailer, which comes out this weekend. My daughter's stoked on that. The Hustle trailer 2 with Anne Hathaway. Gemini Man trailer we talked about. The final trailer for Godzilla King of the Monsters, which just looks batshit crazy. And the final trailer for Long Shot, which also comes out this Friday, so check that out. Yeah. Let's see. Roswell. We already talked about that, and that, and that, and that. Disney Channel's Andy Mack is ending after 3 seasons, and the series finale will air later this summer. The Empire cast is writing a letter asking Fox to bring Jussie Smollett back for the next season. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes, man. I don't think that's going to go over very well, but we'll see. The new Star Wars trailer, The Rise of Skywalker, has been viewed 111 million times in just its first 24 hours. So very cool there. John David Washington and Alicia Vikander have joined the new movie Born to be Murdered. Great casting there. I love both of them. Angela Bassett has joined the new film Gunpowder Milkshake. Bond 25 officially getting going. So that'll be pretty cool. And Rami Malek finally officially confirmed as the villain for the next James Bond movie, which is going to be awesome. One of the Game of Thrones spin-offs will not be moving forward. Executive producer and writer Brian Cogman has confirmed that one of the planned spin-offs is not moving forward. WandaVision, which is the new Scarlet Witch Vision show that's coming to Disney Plus, is getting ready to start filming later this summer. Gary Sinise is joining Mark Wahlberg in the new film Good Joe Bell. Fox's Fear Street trilogy has added Emily Rudd and McCabe Sly to the cast. We have a pretty cool article up with a producer explaining why the Men in Black / 21 Jump Street crossover didn't work out the way they had planned, which is pretty interesting to see how it all panned out. I still think it would have been a pretty cool idea. Pretty cool article up with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Jason Statham talking about being badass and hilarious in the new Hobbs and Shaw movie. We have a new image of Spider-Man meeting Mysterio in the new Spider-Man Far From Home image. We have the Deadwood the Movie trailer that you could check out coming to HBO later this year. So, we talked about Endgame breaking China records. In the preview night, it made $60 million just on that Thursday night preview. And then on Friday, it made $169 million overseas is what it made just in its international side on that opening day, which was just, oh my goodness. And we'll talk more records as we go through. Some more details and images for Jon Favreau's The Lion King have been released. You can check that out on our social media. We have the trailer for Jailbirds, which is a new Netflix prison reality show that's coming out in May. Neil Burger's Voyagers has landed a new ensemble cast led by Colin Farrell. That's right. So that is coming. Into the Spider-Verse director teases the return of a major villain. I won't tell you who it is, but maybe someone's coming back. Rosemarie DeWitt is set to lead Hulu's new show Little Fires Everywhere. If you Google Thanos and then click on the gauntlet, you will keep your search results perfectly balanced. Just check it out for some fun. Like I said, Endgame broke the Thursday preview record with $60 million, which I think obliterated the previous record, which was like 20-something, like 24 or 26. This made 60. It's just incredible that is not only breaking records, it is demolishing them, which is just a whole nother level. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is set to lead the new Netflix assassin thriller called Kate. Gerard Butler says that his new film Angel Has Fallen takes the franchise in a whole new direction. I can't wait for Angel Has Fallen. I'm a sucker for Olympus Has Fallen and London Has Fallen. Really good, just straight up action movies, and I can't wait to see Angel Has Fallen. The Hateful Eight. If you were a fan of Quentin Tarantino's movie, the new extended cut is now on Netflix, and it's been broken up as a 4-part miniseries. That's right, so check out the extended cut of The Hateful Eight. We have the final trailer for The Intruder, starring Dennis Quaid, which comes out in theaters this Friday. The new trailer for The Sun Is Also a Star. Chloe Grace Moretz is joining the cast of the Tom and Jerry movie. Going back to Endgame, another record it broke. On Friday, here in America alone, it made $156.7 million just on Friday. There's big-ass movies that never make 156 in their lifetime, and Endgame did it in one day. How incredible is that? And then here's where I tell you Netflix pissed me off again, because they have canceled Santa Clarita Diet after 3 seasons. Santa Clarita Diet is such an awesome show on Netflix. It's funny, it's unique, and they canceled it, man. Why? It's so good. I think this show has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know a single person that watches this show and doesn't love it. And the last season ended on a hella cliffhanger, and now we'll never find out what the hell happened because Netflix decided to cancel it. The curse of the 3 seasons. Netflix is like, oh, you hit 3 seasons, you're canceled. I don't understand it. It makes no sense. It was a highly rated show, and a lot of people watched it, so there's no reason that it should be canceled, but unfortunately it is. So sorry, and goodbye to Santa Clarita Diet over on Netflix. And if you haven't watched it, go support it. Go watch it. I think you'll really, really enjoy it. It's a zom-com, and I'll leave it at there. Check it out. I'm very excited about this news. We told you that Beverly Hills 90210 is doing some sort of a revival thing this summer where they're going to be very meta and they're going to be playing themselves. Well, finally added to the cast is Shannen Doherty. That's right. Brenda is coming back, and I'm very excited about that. So welcome, Shannen, to the 90210 revival event. Rachel Brosnahan, who of course already does The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Amazon, has signed up for another Amazon drama called I'm Your Woman. So she's a busy, busy woman. David Bowers is set to direct a new live-action / CG hybrid of the Rugrats movie. That's right, we're getting a fucking Rugrats movie. Oh boy. Oh boy. The Girl on the Train's Haley Bennett is in talks to star in Hillbilly Elegy. That's one that's shaping up real quick with Ron Howard directing. Peter Farrelly is following up his Green Book movie with a new film called The Greatest Beer Run Ever. The TV show Wrecked has been canceled over on TBS. Blind Spot has been pulled from the NBC schedule with its renewal status still to be determined. Let's see here. Going back to Avengers Endgame, it opens with $350 million in the US and total of a $1.2 billion globally. Incredible for Endgame. Vin Diesel is teasing that John Cena might have joined the cast for Fast and Furious 9. He put up a pretty interesting Instagram video a couple days ago. And he talks about, hey, I always do things for the Fast fans. I'm always doing things for the family. And then the camera pans over, and John Cena's there doing his little "You Can't See Me," and he says "much love" and cuts the camera. So what is that about? Who knows? They might be talking about a totally different movie together. But the rumors is that John Cena might be a part of Fast and Furious 9, which I think would be pretty cool there. Let's see here. We got a pretty cool article up about Avengers Endgame. We've assembled all of the spoilers you could want, the fate of the heroes, the cameos, Easter eggs, Captain Marvel, everything. Check out the article if you want to break it down. Let's see here. Phil Lord and Chris Miller are developing a Marvel TV universe over at Sony. That's right. They'll be developing a lot of stuff after how great Into the Spider-Verse did. So they're going to be doing a lot of stuff for Sony and Marvel Television. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are developing a TV adaptation of Rivers of London. Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone has been officially renewed for Season 2 over on CBS All Access. BBC and Netflix Dracula drama has expanded its cast and has landed some new directors to it. We have some new character posters for X-Men Dark Phoenix that you can check out right now. Fantastic Beast 3 release date has been delayed until November 2021. So yeah, it'll be a while before you see that. And lastly, I hate to end on a sour note, on a sad note, but a couple days ago, director John Singleton had a stroke. I don't know what's going on with these strokes all of a sudden. We just lost Luke Perry a couple months ago to the same thing. He had a massive stroke. He's been on life support, and as I've been recording this, it has officially come out that his family has taken him off life support, and he has officially passed away. So John Singleton passed away at the age of 52. Very, very sad to hear. He was an amazing director, done a lot of great films, and I'm sure that was not an easy decision on behalf of his family for that to happen. But man, it is... I hate talking about death. I hate having to bring it up on this show, but unfortunately it's the latest piece of news to let you guys know about. Okay, let's take just a quick moment of silence for John Singleton. Okay. All right, and now that's the news, man. We got you through it. 2 weeks worth pretty quick there. I think I had a pretty good pace. We're going to keep the show under that nice, sweet 45-minute mark. Let's talk release dates and box office, baby. Coming out on Blu-ray and DVD tomorrow is going to be Serenity, which is the Matthew McConaughey Anne Hathaway movie, Miss Bala, and the film Dragged Across Concrete. In theaters this Friday is Ugly Dolls, The Intruder, and I believe they've moved up Long Shot to this Friday as well, too. So I definitely want to see Long Shot for show. And I know my daughter's going to drag me to see Ugly Dolls this weekend because she is all about this movie. Here's your weekend box office. Coming in number 10, it's Penguins with 1.1 mil. Number 9 is Us with 1.1 mil. Number 8 is Pet Sematary with 1.3. Number 7 is Dumbo with 3.2. Number 6 is Little with 3.4. Number 5 is Shazam with 5.5. Number 4 is Breakthrough with 6.3. Number 3 is The Curse of La Llorona with 7.5. Number 2, coming back up the charts and landing at number 2, is Captain Marvel with $8.1 million. How awesome is that? Obviously, people are binging, and it brought Captain Marvel back up to the number 2 spot with 8.1 mil. And as we've already discussed, the number 1 film in the world, here domestically, made $350 million, $859 million worldwide, $1.2 million combined. Congratulations to Avengers Endgame. So Marvel has the number 1 and number 2 movies in the box office right now, and that is pretty awesome. So with that all being said, my friends, that is the end of our show here tonight. We are in the Endgame now. That's right. Go out and see it if you haven't seen it. I don't know what you're waiting for. Someone's going to spoil it for you the longer you wait, and that's not cool. So thank you so much. Let's do some shout outs. Our official webpage is amiontheair.com. Of course, we're available on Facebook. Like our page at facebook.com/amiontheair. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/amiontheair. You can follow me on Twitter directly at DXDonMega. We are available on iTunes. If iTunes ain't your thing, download, rate, subscribe. You can get us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn. We're all over the interwebs. Google Play Podcast. Just make sure you find us somewhere and subscribe. We are available on Stardust. Follow me directly at Don Mega, DONMEGA. I do video reviews. They're just 30-second video clips reviewing movies, TV shows, trailers. Got lots of new videos up on Stardust. Check those out. Of course, Instagram, YouTube, everything is Am I on the Air? Very simple to find. And, of course, we want to thank our great affiliates over at reddragonsradio.com. That's reddragonsradio.com. Follow on Twitter at reddragonsradio. Great website that has a bunch of awesome podcasts on there where you can stream us on demand 24/7 along with all the other awesome podcasts that are there. So shout out to all my peeps on Red Dragons Radio. And that will do it, my friends. Like I said, keep an eye out. Hopefully we will have that Am I Still on the Air within the next couple of days where we will talk spoilers for Avengers Endgame. So that's where you'll find that. And I think that'll do it for me, man. I hope you all have a great week. And we'll talk to you on the next episode. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace!
Bye, everybody. Red Dragon. Red Dragon.